Desperate times call for desperate measures. Or at least, that's what ruthless billionaire James Lancaster believes when he finds himself hounded by relentless suitors. His solution? Hire a broke but fiery actress for a staggering $2 million to play the role of his devoted girlfriend. What starts as a simple transaction soon spirals into a whirlwind of unexpected twists, outrageous schemes, and undeniable chemistry. But when the line between acting and reality begins to blur, who will be the first to break character? The city's night is ablaze with lights, the streets teeming with cars, but none of it has anything to do with me. I am Avery Carter, a struggling actress trying to survive in New York. When I first arrived, I was filled with passion and dreams, convinced that one day I would stand center stage, basking in applause and admiration. But reality has been merciless. 3 years have passed, and my acting career is still at rock bottom. I have played nameless corpses in background scenes, pretended to enjoy cheap instant meals in commercials, and even worked as a living mannequin in shopping malls, standing motionless for hours as customers scrutinized me. I live in a cramped studio apartment with peeling walls and a leaky faucet. My fridge contains nothing but half a carton of expired yogurt and stale cereal. Worse still, my bank account holds a mere $3.57, and my landlord has already warned me, either pay the rent or sleep on the streets. As I stare at my phone screen, the tiny balance taunting me, despair slowly eats away at my sanity. Then my phone vibrates. A call from an unknown number. I frown, hesitating for a moment. Usually, these calls are either scam attempts or insurance sales. But right now, I don't even have the luxury of being scammed. Taking a deep breath, I answer, Miss Avery Carter. The voice on the other end is low and composed, exuding an eerie calmness. Depends. If you're selling an extended warranty, then we have a job offer for you. The compensation is $2 million for 1 month. I sit up so fast I almost drop my phone. Sorry, how much did you just say? $2 million. The voice remains indifferent, as if discussing the weather. If you're interested, be at the penthouse suite of Lancaster Tower tonight at 8. Beep. The call ends. I stare at my darkened screen, my heart pounding. This sounds too good to be true. But real or not, I have to find out. Because with $3.57, I can't even afford a decent takeout meal. Lancaster Tower is an architectural marvel, its grandeur evident even from the crystal chandelier in the lobby, which is probably worth more than my entire apartment. The security guards at the entrance wear impeccably tailored suits, their expressions unreadable, clearly used to dealing with the rich and powerful. I step inside and approach the reception desk. The woman behind it glances at me, asks no questions, and hands me a black and gold elevator keycard. Straight to the top floor. The elevator ascends smoothly. As the numbers climb higher, so does my anxiety. What kind of job offers $2 million for a month's work? When the doors slide open, it feels like I've stepped into another world. The penthouse is absurdly spacious. Floor-to-ceiling windows offer a breathtaking view of the New York skyline. Chandeliers cast a warm glow, and thick Persian rugs cover the polished marble floor. The air carries a faint hint of cedarwood. A man sits casually on the sofa, swirling a glass of amber-colored whiskey. He looks young, early 30s, maybe. Dark hair, chiseled features, and piercing blue eyes that hold an assessing sharpness. Even in a relaxed posture, his presence is impossible to ignore. "You're late," he says smoothly. I glance at the antique grandfather clock in the corner. By 30 seconds. That tells me you have poor time management skills. He takes a sip of his drink. -1 point. I blink. Minus points. Is this some kind of interview? He smirks. You could say that. Then he sets his glass down, his gaze steady. I need a girlfriend. Someone to make my life miserable for the next month. I freeze. Excuse me. You heard me. He leans back. I need you to be the worst girlfriend imaginable. Completely unbearable, to the point where no one will ever approach me again. For a second, I wonder if he's insane. But then my eyes land on the check on the table, and the number written on it obliterates all rational thought. I pick up the check, my lips curving into a slow smile. Deal. Our first couple appearance is at a high-profile charity gala. Women in exquisite gowns swirl around the room, sipping champagne and exchanging elegant pleasantries. My job is simple: make James Lancaster seem like a man with the world's worst girlfriend. So I go all in. "Oh my God, babe!" I shriek dramatically, drawing attention. "You forgot our matching bracelets. How could you?" James' jaw tightens slightly, but his expression remains composed. A woman in a designer dress approaches with a polite smile. "James, aren't you going to introduce us?" I gasp, clutching my chest. "Oh no, you must be his ex. He talks about you all the time, even in his sleep." "James." The surrounding women exchange glances, inching away from him. James leans in, voice low. "You're enjoying this too much." I flash him a sweet smile. "Absolutely. This game has only just begun." After that night, rumors explode. Who is James Lancaster's mysterious, chaotic girlfriend? Billionaire entangled in a whirlwind romance. I laugh at the headlines. James, however, does not. "Are you taking this too far?" he asks one day, lounging in his penthouse with a newspaper in hand. I shrug. "I'm just doing my job. Isn't this what you wanted?" His eyes narrow slightly. "The problem is, you're too convincing. It's almost real." Something flickers in his gaze, something unsettling. My heart skips a beat. I force a laugh. "That just means I'm a great actress. Shouldn't you be paying me more?" He smirks, but there's an edge to it. "Careful, Avery. You're playing with fire." I don't reply. Instead, I take a sip of my juice, ignoring the strange feeling twisting in my chest. Am I taking this too seriously? As time passes, our interactions blur the lines between performance and reality. James instinctively rests his hand on my waist at events. He steadies me when I stumble in heels. One night, I doze off on his sofa, only to wake up with a blanket draped over me. "You did this?" I ask. James stands by the window, wind ruffling his shirt. "Who else?" His voice is indifferent, but my pulse betrays me. This isn't right. I'm not supposed to feel anything. And yet, his gaze on me has changed. Sharp when I smile at others, cold when I talk to other men. One night, when an investor tries to flirt with me, James publicly humiliates him and has him thrown out. This was supposed to be an act. So why does it feel like something else? That night, I find something in his study that shatters everything. A hidden camera. My blood runs cold. He's been watching me. I storm into his office, throwing the tiny device onto his desk. "James, what the hell is this?" He barely looks up. "A security measure." "Security? You were spying on me." He studies me for a moment before sliding a contract toward me. I hesitate, then read it, my hands trembling. This isn't a fake girlfriend contract. It's a long-term agreement. Not pretend. Not a game. James leans forward, his voice calm yet unwavering. "Avery, I don't want to pay you to act anymore. I want you to stay." I stare at him, my mind spinning. The game is over. James extends his hand, waiting for my answer. I take a breath. 1 month ago, I would have walked away. But now, I don't know if I can.